everybody, it's me Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. I talk to you about my love for dressmaking, patterns and fabrics, and we have general sewing and live chit chat too. So if that sounds of interest to you, please keep on watching. Welcome back to my regular viewers. Thank you for continuing to watch my vlogs, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this and consider subscribing. So this vlog is my Little Miss Sew and Sew All Set to Sew special subscription box. Such a tongue twister. So in this vlog I will show you the selection process for the pattern and the fabric, the unboxing of the fabric and pattern when it arrives, and also the finished result. So I hope that sounds of interest to you. Now, for those of you that don't know, All Set to Sew subscription box is offered by the Little Miss Sew and Sew, which is a lovely fabric store run by Nikola, and it's absolutely fabulous. It does loads and loads of different fabrics, really affordable and good quality. But not only that, it specialises in sewing kits. The All Set to Sew subscription box is a box that you have the choice of a pattern, which is either a stretch or a woven pattern each month, and you also have a choice of stretch or woven fabric, and then you also get in there the matching thread, the notions to make the pattern that you select, and you get a little gift. Not only do they do that subscription box, they also do lots and lots of different kits, and the kits that they do, some of those are quilting, fat quarters, and beginners kits that have sew-alongs. And they also do a kids kit, which are really affordable. I think the cheapest one's £12, and where they're little kits aimed at children to be able to learn to sew, which is really, really great. So I do recommend you checking them out, especially with Christmas coming up. So I received this subscription box in return for a review and also social media content. And to be fair, even if I didn't receive this free of charge for the content, I actually would subscribe to it because it's absolutely fantastic. I'm getting access to fabrics that I wouldn't normally buy, and also patterns that I wouldn't necessarily have purchased as well. So the box comes in two tiers. There is the Sew Special, which is the one that I have, and I'll put a link, a list of all the things that you get in it. But you get an indie pattern, stretch or woven, and you can choose which one you want. 2.5 to 3 meters of woven or stretch fabric, the matching thread, notions, and the gift, as I said. The next level up is Sew Luxurious, which is £65, and the only real difference with that is it's 3.5 meters of woven or stretch designer fabric, and that's either Atelier Brunette, Dashwood Studios, Art Gallery Fabrics, or Lady McElroy. So if you like those, this one's for you. So a lot of people comment on my unboxings that they would love a subscription box, but they don't like the idea of not knowing what fabric they're going to receive. They don't like the idea that they can't choose what pattern, and they also aren't that keen sometimes on fat quarters. And then the main blocker for some people is that not all subscription boxes are inclusive. The pattern is a paper pattern a lot of the time, and obviously with a lot of pattern companies they either don't go up to the larger sizes, or the pattern splits over two separate packets for the different sizes, and because you can't choose your size on some of these, then it excludes some people. Now the great thing about this one is you can actually select your size when you select the pattern, and there's always enough fabric to make the largest size, which is absolutely fantastic, so much more inclusive. You also get choice between fabrics, and you also get choice on your pattern, so it still gives you that element of surprise and pushing of your comfort zones. You get the gift, which is a surprise, but yeah, it's a little bit more of a controlled surprise, I suppose, which is really good. So if you have been thinking about one but been put off for the reasons that I suggested, I recommend you check this out. So without further ado, I will talk to you about this month's, September's choices. So for those of you that have watched my vlog before, you'll know that on the first of the month you get your email from Little Miss Sew and Sew, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my screen up here so you can see what the process is that I go through. So as you can see, here is my email that I received on the 1st of September, and it's basically saying it's time to choose this month's pattern and fabric, and you have a link to click, and basically you click that link and it takes you through to the website, and on there you have some steps on how you go about making your pattern and fabric choice. So first of all, I have a bit of a process. I always filter on the patterns first, so I can decide which pattern I want to go for, and then obviously I can go on to choose my fabric depending on the pattern. So I'm just going to filter now and put the stretch pattern in. So as you can see, you've got So Special Pattern Stretch, click that and filter. So it's the George dress from Sew Over It. Now I do like this dress, especially in the plain colours. However, wrap dresses like this remind me of work dresses because I work in an office. So it's not something that I do much anymore. I don't go into the office, so it's not something that really appeals to me, to be honest. So I'm probably not going to go ahead with the Georgie, although it does look really nice in that petrol blue that Lisa's wearing there. So I'm going to go and have a look at the woven pattern now and see what that one is. Fingers crossed it's one that I like. Ooh, it's the Reeta Shirtdress by Named. Now, I've been wanting to make this for a while. I do actually have the paper pattern of this, but I'll probably just destash it because I haven't cut it out. And I, to be honest with you, much prefer having the pattern on printed paper. I don't like tissue paper, so that is what I'll do. So yeah, I love this Reeta Shirtdress. It's really, really nice. It is an intermediate, so it's a much more trickier pattern than I'm used to. Which I think just put me off a bit. It's got some lovely pocket details. I love the vents at the side. I think it's gorgeous. And as you can see, this pattern goes up to a 28, so it's much more size inclusive than some of the other patterns. So I'll pop that into my basket now. And now I'm going to, I'll have a look at the stretch fabrics just to show you what there is. Just filtering through now, and I'm just going to go through these quite quickly because obviously I'm not going to be selecting a stretch this time, but there's loads of different ones, loads of plains, so if you're not into prints, you know. And I had a bamboo jersey one month, loads of different patterns, quite a few summery patterns there, leopard prints, stripes. Oh, this bamboo jersey is lovely. Now these foil flower ones, lovely. Some geometric, some more animal print, floral. I mean, no matter what your style is, there's some novelty prints, little sausage dogs, there's everything. And you don't have to use the fabric for, it's your fabric to do what you want with. I just happen to use the fabric and the pattern to show you. But yeah, you can order whatever fabric you want. Oh, this one's lovely, nice floral, vintage floral ditzy print. Yeah, you can use the fabric for whatever you want to use it for. Some people, I'm sure, will have the stretch pattern and order a woven fabric because they like that fabric. That's okay as well. Oh my gosh, I really like these ones. Now this is the problem that I find. I love lots of fabrics, but I'm not going to select the the stretch pattern. But yeah, both of those are lovely in those colours. Oh, that one is nice too. I love that one. Oh my god. So many lovely leopard print ones. So I'm just going to run through these now. Right, let's go on to the stretch fabrics now. Sorry, not the stretch, the wovens. And let's make our choice. Ginghams, very nice. I'm not going to go for a gingham though. Gingham says to me summer, so I'm not going to go for that. Oh, that's quite nice. Again, floral. These are all a bit too summery, I think, at the moment. That's nice. Radiance foil dots, paisleys, nice. Big florals. Oh, I love a viscose twill. Leopard print, animal print. See, I'm going to try and avoid animal print. I keep going for it. I want to do something different this time, so I'm not going to go for it. Well, I might end up having animal print if there's nothing else. Ooh, these are nice. These are a viscose satin. I've never worked with viscose satin before. Okay, let's see what... Ooh, these are nice. Lyocell Twill. Oh, and they've got it in lots of different colours. They've got ochre, khaki, purple, grey. I think I'm going to go for the Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the abstract. That would be a bit different to me, not my normal style, but in my colour palette definitely. I'm going to go for the ochre, I think, because I do like khaki, but the last make that I had was khaki, so I'm going to go for the ochre. I'll pop that in my shopping cart now. Now it does show that there's a price to them, but you don't have to pay the price. Once you put your details in, it zeroes it off for you, and then that will come. So that's my selection made. Excited to get that. That's going to take me a little bit longer than some of the other makes I've done, because it's obviously got lapels, it's got pockets, it's got vents, etc., buttons. So yeah, this is not going to be a quick make. Anyway, I will be back with you in a few seconds for you, but it'll be around the 20th of the month when the box comes. So it's the 1st of September now, and it'll be the 20th of September when I do my unboxing. Right, for you it's been a couple of seconds, and for me it's been a few weeks. So the first part of this video will have been me explaining to you what the Little Miss So special subscription box is all about, and also talking you through my pattern and fabric selection. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and I believe I ordered a Lyocell, a Tencel Lyocell Twill in like an abstract print, and I think I ordered the mustard, either the mustard or ochre or khaki, and I really can't remember, so we'll see when I open the box. But yeah, so it's been a couple of weeks later. It's now the 23rd of September, and I placed my order on the 1st of September. And when I got back from work today, this was waiting for me. It's quite a hefty little box, so I'm excited to see what's in here. Now, the pattern, if you remember, was the Reeta Shirtdress, which I'm very excited to make. Ooh. So without further ado, let's open up the box. So here it is, the Reeta Shirtdress. Instructions all printed off, and the paper pattern is all here printed out. So excited, want to make that, looking forward to it. So Reeta is a classic loose-fitting shirt dress with simple but thought-out details. The dress has pleated breast pockets, a shirt collar, and a waist gathered with cord. The turn-up of the t-shirt sleeves and the deep vents on the midi-length hem add a carefree character to the dress. So yeah, it's got side splits, which is a really nice little detail. So it's all come up all lovely packaged in the blue Little Miss So-and-so paper. So let's open it. Ooh. Oh yeah, I did go for the ochre. Oh, this is not. Oh my god. Hang on. Okay, right, before I just chill out here. So I've got some interfacing, because I'm assuming you need interfacing for this pattern, which is brilliant, because you can never have too much interfacing. And it's a really nice quality interfacing as well, so that's great. How much of that have I got? I mean, I've got so much here. I mean, surely you don't need that much interfacing. It must be like 1.5 meters there. And I imagine you need to interface the button placket and maybe the collar. Exciting. And then in the little pack, I'm sure we've got our haberdashery items. So we've got some, ooh, twill. This is like twill tape, isn't it? So I wonder what that's used for. Let's have a little look. I've never used that before. Oh, it's a draw. This is for the drawstring casing. And then cord, which is all matching the fabric, which is really nice. My ochre Gutterman thread, lovely. And then lovely black buttons that will go, well, just plain, I'll say lovely black buttons, they're just plain black buttons that will go with, obviously, the fabric. And then, before I go on to the fabric, the little haberdashery gift is from Lise Taylor. Now, she is a fabric designer, but I know she's branched out into all other types of things. But look at this pin. An enamel pin of a sewing machine. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Absolutely love that. That's cute. Okay, anyway, onto the fabric. Oh, right, I love twill. I love the detail. I hope that the camera can pick it up. I love how the grain is in a twill. I think it's just beautiful. Now this is so soft. So it's Tencel Lyocell twill, which, let's Google what that actually is. So it says Tencel Lyocell. Lyocell is the most popular form of Tencel used in, oh it says used. The texture of Tencel Lyocell is soft, airy and fairly similar to cotton. It says it's better for the environment than other similar fabrics, but not as sustainable as top tier fabrics like linen or recycled cotton. In production, Tencel requires less energy and water than conventional cotton. There you go, and this is the fabric. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, they did have an animal print, but I've got so much animal print that I've gone against the grain and gone for this wonderful, like, abstract, like, scribble print, really. And oh, it's just lovely, isn't it? Really like that. So how many meters of this have I got? A lot. Let me have a look. So she usually gives you enough to make the biggest size, which in the Reeta Shirtdress, I bet there's 3 meters, 3.1 for the biggest size. I'll definitely have some left over. Yeah, 3 meters there. See the side, and that's, oh, how lovely is it? Gorgeous. So yeah, get that in the wash, and what I will do now is get this all in the wash, and then hopefully the next time you see me I will be in my Reeta Shirtdress. So here we go. It's finished. What do you think? Love it, love it, love it. So this is my finished Reeta Shirtdress. It's all finished and I can't wait to tell you all about it. I'll just stand up for you, but I have got some video footage of me twirling in it, and also some photographs that I'll put in as well, but let me just show you. Here we go. You can see, absolutely love it. Sorry I can't get the full length in, but I will put the picture of me twirling in it here. And I must say, it's so comfy and lovely. I'm really pleased with it. Anyway, let me talk you through the process. Shirtdress. So sizing. So if you have a look at the sizing for this, it comes in a UK 4 to a UK 28, or a US size 0 to a US size 24. Now the size 12 had a bust measurement of 36.25, 29, well nearly a 30-inch waist and a 39-inch hip. Now I wasn't too worried about the waist and the hip, because the hip, it flares over, there's plenty of ease over the hip, and it's a tie-in waist. So I'm at the moment about a 36-inch bust, but the size down from that was a 35-inch bust. So I had a look at the finished garment measurements, and the finished garment measurements put the size 12 at a 37-inch bust, and I think that's probably just about right, nearly 38-inch bust, because I've just got a nice little bit of room in here, and yeah, quite happy with that. It's meant to be a relaxed fit. So yeah, 38 inches across the bust I thought would be fine, gives me 2 inches of ease. And the fabric requirements for my size was, it's got 3 yards here, which is 2.7 metres. And I think I probably used about 2.5 metres of this. So I think I've got, actually was it more than, I'm pretty sure that I had nearly 3 metres of fabric for this, and I'm pretty sure I probably used under 2.5 metres. So I have got a chunky piece left that I could perhaps make a camisole top in or something. Obviously I'm shorter than the pattern is drafted for, so that did equate to me having to use less fabric, because I took about 3 inches off the length, and I also only added 9 buttons because I didn't need that many in the dress length. So yeah, I went with the size 12, and I'm glad I did that. I think if I'd gone for the size 10 it would have been a little bit too snug for me, and I can always take it in at the sides if I do lose weight. So this pattern is great. I really enjoyed it. It is not an easy sew. It's classed for an intermediate level, and I would agree with that. The collar was tricky. Easing in the facing of the collar to the yoke and everything was really quite hard to do, and I did actually message Ruan, because I know Ruan, the Yorkshire Sew Girl, had made this, and she said she struggled with that part as well, so that made me feel a bit relieved that it wasn't just me. But I must have unpicked the collar probably 4 or 5 times to get it right, and I'm still not 100% happy with how it sits, but it's good enough. You know, I've only been sewing a year, it's good enough. Really nice details. These pockets were really lovely to make. They've got this kind of, I don't know what the word is, but I think it's like a box pleat here. And it's a lovely little detail. The only thing that I think it is missing is a side pocket. But maybe they're not in because it might be a bit bulky. So I think if I made this again, I would do some side pockets. Maybe off the Lyra by Tilly and the Buttons. The great thing as well about this, I got over half a metre of interfacing, and I hardly used any. The only thing that's needed interfacing is the collar, under collar, and the plackets or facings, button facings, and I've got plenty left over. So again, another really good benefit of this box is you actually get a lot more fabric and a lot more interfacing than you actually need, so I'll get another project out of it. The instructions are fairly easy to follow. There's a couple of places where I scratch my head a little bit, but I found if I kept reading it through and you know, taking my time with it, then I did get to grips with it in the end. I really like how the casing goes on. So how the casing actually works is, I can't open up the dress to show you because I haven't got anything underneath, but basically the twill tape that you get with it, you don't construct the waistband out of the fabric, you actually put on the buttonholes here, and then inside the dress you put the twill tape all the way around and sew it like a channel, and then put your cord through, and then the cord just nips it all in at the waist. So that was really good as well. It was interesting. The inside is nicely finished. It's got a yoke inside as well, so you've got the burrito method to do that, which is really nice. There's lots of nice little techniques on this. The box pleats, the new the waistband, I'd never done it like that before. The turn-up cuffs are really nice as well, and this Tencel Lyocell Twill was so lovely to sew with. I thought I'd pull it loads with it being a twill, but I haven't got any pulls, touch wood. It was really easy to sew. It frayed quite a lot, so I would definitely overlock. I did overlock most of the edges, but I'd overlock everything, I think, as soon as I cut it out next time. And yeah, I'm just really happy with that. I really like it. The other night when I was struggling with the collar, I was like, oh, could I ever be bothered to make this again, because it was quite faffy. But now I've got the final finished product, I do really like it, and I would like to try and have a go at this collar again to nail it. I think it'd be really nice in a stretch cotton, because I think that would help getting the collar into place. It's just got a real difficult curve to get in and line up. So yeah, I think this would be really nice in a stretch cotton of some description. Just that little bit of give would make it, yeah, be really nice. I mean, something that I'd really like to make it in, and I don't know how it would turn out, would be a stretch cord. I think needle cord, so a really soft drapey cord, needle cord, but with that little bit of structure. I think this would look really nice. So yeah, that's something I'm thinking I might do. Things I didn't like about this pattern, I must admit, because I had it printed off for me with all the different sizes on it, there are some pieces that it was really tricky to get the markings right on. So let me just find it. If you had a layered PDF, and obviously you could select which size you wanted to make, and that would be a lot easier. But if you see here on the front pocket, can you see how many lines there are? And I had to trace out with the red pen which pocket was for my size, and it was still quite tricky to do, to be honest, and I'm not convinced I got it right. And the same with the buttons placement. It was really tricky to see which dot was my dot. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. If you bought the paper if you purchased the paper pattern, I think it's a struggle. The PDF with layering would have been much easier. But apart from that, it was a really lovely, it's a really lovely overall result, but it isn't an easy sew. I would say if you were a beginner, this would be too much, or prepared to be a little bit frustrated. I didn't actually look if there was any sew-alongs on this. I didn't feel I needed to get to that stage. If I continued to struggle with the bits that I was struggling with, I would have actually looked on YouTube to see if there was any actual sew-alongs. So in summary, it's a thumbs up for the Reeta Shirtdress. It was a little bit tricky. The instructions are a bit dubious in places, but overall it's a nice pattern, and overall I'm really happy with it. I'm going to wear this to work this week. I think it's great for going out at night time with some boots, which is what I've got on now. I think you could wear it in the daytime with some pumps as well. I think would look really nice, and then obviously, yeah, you could wear it to work as well. So it's an overall really versatile dress, and this fabric, this Lyocell Tencel Twill, is just beautifully soft. I cannot describe to you how soft it is, how easy it was to sew with. It didn't, as I say, it didn't pucker. I didn't use a Microtex needle. I just used a normal 70 needle, and that worked perfectly. So yeah, can't praise this fabric enough. And as I say, I have got a little bit left that I could, two options. I could make Alice something matching, but I think it's quite a grown-up print, or I could make myself a little camisole top or something. So yeah, really, really happy with this one. Sorry this one was a bit late, guys, but this was a little bit more of a complex make, and with everything else that was going on, it did take me my time to get this to you. But I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Have you made the Reeta Shirtdress? Are you planning on making the Reeta Shirtdress? Let me know. I'm really keen to find out. So that's all from me for now. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this style of vlog where you see the start to finish, and see you all soon for my next one. Take care. Happy sewing.